We're being joined now by Jamie Barton, Darryl Thornton,
Yes.
and Rex Cagle.
Yes.
And all are involved with the Augusta Celebrates America 250.
Yes, we are.
This is a cool organization. Tell me about it.
Well, you know, we got started being in the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Okay.
Kind of just means a little bit to me to have us do something, you know. I had someone that served in the American Revolution, and so because of that, we wanted to get something started. And so I met with Connie at Go Augusta, and we kind of set up a group of people who are interested in doing some things within the community, and so we just kind of started planning. And in this last fall, we all started gathering together, just different organizations and people within the community, to get together and start creating some events that we could do in our town.
A heck of a 250th birthday party.
That's right. That's exactly right. So we're going to kick it off with our Kids Fest. That's going to take place tomorrow in Augusta, and it's for kids K through 8 that can come and just do some free, fun, patriotic activity. We'll move in May to a really cool event we're excited about. The Institute of Museum and Library Services out in Washington, D.C. has put together some trucks that they're sending out all across America to talk about the American independence and how we became an independent country. And so we've actually been able to acquire them to come to Augusta, and it's an interactive mobile museum, and they're going to park in the Augusta parking lot at the high school on May 7th and May 8th from 9 to 5. And so it's a free thing for our community to come be part of.
That's so cool.
It's really awesome.
That really is.
We've got some other events happening as well towards the end of June. We've got some reenactors coming. Rex is one of those. He can tell you a little more about it.
I could tell you were a reenactor.
Thank you. Augusta's actually planned a two-part celebration. Part one is education, and it goes on prior to the 4th of July. It runs 25th through June 28th, and it's all held at the Augusta Theater.
Okay.
And we're bringing in 3 reenactors. On June 25th, we're bringing in Mark Collins, who is a George Washington reenactor, and he reestablishes America as basically as the founders intended. And he also has a very unique way of bringing the 18th century into the 21st century.
Cool.
And then after him, we bring in Dan Fisher, who is the head of the Black Robe Regiment. He's honoring all the preachers that fought and died in the Revolutionary War for our liberty and freedom, including religious freedom.
Right.
Those ministers also led their congregation, the men in their congregation, into war. And then I come in after that as Major General Peter, and I do a comparison of America the first 125 years from 1787 to 1912, and compare it to the second 125 years, which is 1900 to 2025, and I delve into the founders' government and what's happening and what we need to get back onto that path. And then on June 28th, we have a actual authentic Revolutionary War church service, and it features the prayer at just before the Battle of Brandywine. And I guess you might say July the 4th isn't just for fireworks, but it's a time to renew our covenant between the people, with our government, and with our founders. It's a celebration, I think, of the important document ever written, the 250th anniversary of that document.
Yeah, very cool. And I think this is important for our young people, because I'm not sure how much history they learn in school about the events that happened surrounding that.
That is one of the biggest things I face all the time, and people don't need to be ashamed of it, because if you really get into study it, and what happened to come on the 26th, you'll find out why you didn't get it and who was responsible for it. Nobody should feel bad about not knowing it, because truly it was set up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
purposely.
And I understand, Darryl, that you are a muralist, so you're an artist.
Well, my family says that I've got some art capability, but I just love to give back, and so yeah, so I like to draw and paint, and and put together boards on. Yes, I
Yeah.
enjoy doing
He's
that.
being pretty modest because he was able to create a 250th mural in Augusta for us, and
How cool.
it sits at the corner of 3rd and Walnut. If anyone would like to come look at it, it's pretty amazing, and it's honoring 250 years of independence in America.
And Augusta's not that far from Wichita, so
No, it
it's
is
not
not.
much of a trip.
That's right. That's right. You know, like Rex said, the importance of the education piece behind this is really important. But we also want to celebrate as well, and that's what we're going to do on the 4th of July. And we have a big celebration in Augusta that day as well. And we want folks to come out and join us for all of those events that we have. An ice cream social. We'll do fireworks. There will be music, and we'll end on July 5th with everything kind of coming together, and we will actually have a potluck in the park
Yeah.
that we'll do together as a community. But anyone, of course, is welcome, even if they're from outside of Augusta. We'd love to have anyone join us for that, and it's pretty spectacular.
You had me at ice cream, so.
And you know, these events are mostly free. I think that's the important thing for folks to know. We're trying to do this and keep it as cheap as possible for everyone, or free. So.
Yeah,
The
nice.
purpose of the education is for people will really realize why they are celebrating.
Right.
The reason for the celebration.
Right,
Yeah.
because that gets lost
It
sometimes.
does, absolutely.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
'Cause-
You know, Augusta's been in existence for 158 years now, and it's always had that sense of pride and patriotism. And if people will come there during our events at the theater and throughout the rest of it, they'll sense that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of patriotism.
And there's a website, isn't there, where people can go to see a schedule of all the events?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the best way to go about that would either to be to go to the Go Augusta website. It's
Okay.
on there to click on the Augusta Celebrates America 250 link, or to the city page. They also have a link to the webpage to get there, and you could see a calendar. We started in April. We just finished with a really great pioneer walk with the museum. And then it goes all the way through July, and we'll have a few events in August as well, but we'll kind of tie everything together in July, so pretty great.
I think this is so cool. I want to thank all of you for joining us today to help promote this. This is
Thank you for having us.
This is a
We
cool
appreciate
event.
it.
And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with Casey and Stephen Hopper. So stick around. We'll be right back.